Last time, in the Windows API for Game Developer series, I have showed you how you can draw pixel by pixel. But if you want to make a game, you probably want to use OpenGL. So today, I will show you how you can enable OpenGL rendering for your custom Open Windows API window. The code is not difficult, it's just weird, because we have to configure various flags. You can find the source code in the description, so you can easily copy and paste it after this tutorial. Also, you can't both draw with pixels and OpenGL at the same time, you have to choose one. However, you can change between the two while the window is open very easily. So we will create two new files, opengl.cpp and opengl.h, where we will have a function called enable OpenGL. It will take a handle to a window and return a handle to the OpenGL context. Let's look inside this function. First, we get the device context, which is just like a handle to the screen. Then, using this pixel format descriptor, we tell Windows how we want to draw to the screen. Just copy these flags how you see them here, but I think you get the idea. We specify that we want to draw with OpenGL, we want double buffering, and that we want 32 bits of color. Now something funny happens next. Basically, all of these flags here are more or less lies. We can't actually specify any combination of flags we want. Instead, there are like some pre-made configurations of possible drawing modes that probably have to do with the operating system and the monitor itself. But when we call choose pixel format, it will return to us the closest possible configuration to what we specified. In this case, it returns me the configuration number 5, and if I remove, let's say, the OpenGL flag here, it will still give me the same configuration. I know this is weird, but it's not actually a bad thing. If you ask for a format that's not supported on another PC, it will at least give us a close match. Next, we set this format to the device context. Next, we can create an OpenGL context, and we set it. Finally, we have to call release.dc, and we can return the OpenGL context. Now if you compile this, you will get some linker errors. If we look at this gel function in the documentation, they are in the OpenGL library. These Windows GL functions are some special functions that we will see more of in the next video, and their purpose is to enable OpenGL usage on Windows. So we need to link to OpenGL. We can do this from CMake, or if you use Visual Studio like I do, you can do this pragma comment thing. Now the code should compile and we can move on. If it doesn't compile, try to refresh the CMake by deleting the out folder and saving the CMake. Also, if you don't use CMake like I do and instead use this thing, please watch this tutorial, it will make your life way easier. Now I want to be able to draw both with OpenGL and pixel by pixel, but remember, I can't use them at the same time. So inside winmain.cpp, inside Windows stuff, I will add a flag, draw with OpenGL, and while we are here, we should also add the OpenGL context handle here. Now we will need to access this draw with OpenGL flag somehow in the gameplay, so I will create these functions that help us with that. We just need to place their declarations in GameLayer.h, so we can access them from gameplay. Now if we go down to where we enable pixel by pixel drawing, we want to also enable OpenGL, so we enable both OpenGL and pixel by pixel drawing. If we go down however to where we draw to the screen, right now, we send this paint event to draw pixel by pixel. We will change it so that depending on the flag, we either draw with OpenGL or pixel by pixel. All good. Now let's test this. And by the way, if you still struggle with OpenGL, I made a course very similar to this one that will make it impossible for you to fail, so link in the description. Inside gameplay frame, we will include the gl.h. Windows actually comes with OpenGL 1.1 or something like that by default, even if no drivers are installed on it. So because of that, the Visual Studio compiler will come with that GL header. So we don't need to get an OpenGL loader like GLAD to test this. So now we will keep all the pixel by pixel drawing code, but we will also add the OpenGL code. This should get us this triangle. And finally, we can add this code to test if toggling between OpenGL and pixel by pixel works. We are not done yet though. We want to use the modern way to enable OpenGL that gives us more flags and options. The problem is that we need to call some WinGL function to enable it, but we don't have access to them before we have OpenGL. But we can't enable OpenGL without those functions. So the next video will cover how to do that, and it's the dumbest thing you'll ever see, so subscribe to not miss it. I'm trying to get to 100k subs by the end of the year, so you'd really help me. See you!